Well, hello, folks. Welcome along to the 2024 Queensland State Lead Championships here at Crank Indoor Climbing. We are here on Sunday, and we have got the Open A's on today, folks. This morning we had the qualifiers, and this afternoon, all action for the top 8 competitors in the finals, folks. My name is Jason Witten, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only Ian Gilmartin. Ian, great to be with you again, mate.
Hey, Jesse, pleasure to be back, brother. Excited for this one?
Absolutely. Now, this is the best of the best in the state, this moment in time. The top 8 went through the qualifiers this morning, and this afternoon we've got the top 8 out. Well, they've been out. They've been having a look at the wall, Ian, and we're going to see what's going to go on this afternoon, mate.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, some some names were very regular and familiar. Famous to us in the scene, as well. A return of Kate Mandala, who's been over in Tassie, so she's in second spot now as well. But well,
let's have a bit of a look at the scoreboards and see how the lineup is. The judges are out there just making sure we get everything ready on the wall. But here's the Open A lead finals, and in reverse order. Number 1 finisher, but they come out in reverse order, 8-1. But, Sam, Louis, Alex, Marlo, AJ, Boston, Victor, and Andy Brown. Some big names there.
Yeah, familiar names. And it's going to be interesting well because a lot of different sized athletes. Andy Brown doing it for the shorter climbers. And, Victor sometimes. It's going to be really interesting to see how they all tackle these climbs because they're pretty hectic.
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen, looking forward to that and some strong qualifier rounds. We'll have a look at the scoreboard in a minute, but this is the lead finalist for our females, mate.
Yeah, and Raveline from Victoria in the first spot. Then, again, Atako, Kate, Clea, Oriel, Hannah, Tiana, and Tasha. I will say it's the female division is so young. I think the average is about 16.
I was going to say they look all sub-20s to me.
It's crazy.
On the male side, probably, 25s and above. But it's great to see, and you and I have talked about this all the time, the new young blood coming through on the sport is fantastic to see.
Yeah, it never stops, never ceases to amaze us. When you just see every event, it's the podiums are under sub-21, sub-21. And such an exciting thing for Australia, in our Olympic build-up that we talk about.
That's right. And some of the athletes, taken quite seriously, wanting to become professional athletes at this stuff. So I'm pretty excited about for the future of the sport.
Yeah, it's a realistic goal for these people. That's the thing to keep in mind. If you're watching this at home, you're watching potentially future Olympians. 2 of these people you could be watching on that big stage, and that should be the goal for them all, really. They're high-level athletes.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us on the live stream, folks. A big shout-out to the KO team or the KO viewers, and also the Sports Climbing Queensland viewers if you're on the YouTube. Great to have you here with us today, and fantastic for all the competitors. This is the build-up. The state finals for the lead championships. Not so long ago, we had the boulder. That was exciting. And a few competitors from the boulder in the lead. That sometimes that's a combination or sometimes they specialize. But, you've got a bit of a crowd getting ready to cheer on the competitors.
Yeah, and big shout out to the facility again, Crank Climbing as well in Brisbane. First time for them holding a state event as well, which is, exciting that the athletes get to try a different wall as well. But a few familiar faces in the crowd. Yeah,
well, they're talking through, right? Do that move, grab it with your left, move to the right. So why don't we have a quick look, Ian, at, what the routes look like here. Here's the wall. The team grabbed that a little bit earlier on, and you can see what's coming up here on the competition. On the left-hand side, we've got the red and the white, and there's a little bit of black holes involved. But you said you've climbed at this wall before, Ian.
I was going to say I've climbed many times at Crank, and I will say that I don't think it quite does justice to how steep and how hectic this lead wall is. It's a phenomenal lead wall. And they're both climbing red and white predominantly, male and females. This is the female one.
That's the female on the left-hand side, and that's the top out up the top there. They make their way through. In these sections here, you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different angle changes on the wall. So that's fantastic. They're going to make their way through that.
Every one of them. That's what I was going to say is that, I'm not the same level as these guys, but yeah, my gosh, I was Every time I've climbed here, you are absolutely pumped out. It's a phenomenal lead wall, and just reaching the top on jugs is an achievement.
Well, some of the holes are pretty big, but they're going to need it because I tell you what, in between, the route makes its way up here. Charges back this way. We were watching some of the route setters use that as a bit of a toe hook out there. Looks large, but it's not necessarily for holding on. Some small holes at the top, some heartbreakers, I think.
Yeah. I think there's the two black prints you can't really see, or the rails there where you've just circled, Jace.
And then a reasonably decent hold for the top. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens with that one. That's the females on the left.
Yeah.
The males, this again, a number of angle sections over here. I'll just sort of, the top is up there, and they make their way through.
You're a wizard with that. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Well, it's kind of cool, right? So, they'll make their way through this section. Let's see how they go here. Now, you can notice there's a rather large blank section there, Ian, but I think there's a few small jibs through this section. So I'll be interested to see how that happens in that change.
I think that's a great thing, is that because there's so many big fiberglass jugs around it, and then not jugs, fiberglass holes, and then those big dishes and lenses, and then you hit that section, it's a real shock because all of a sudden now you're gassed out, you're basically horizontal because of the roof, and you got to find those little crimps, that little white one out to the left of your second circle.
Yeah, out there.
It looks like it's almost a leap of faith, doesn't it? There is a black that maybe we don't know how positive that will be.
Part of this. Well, we're pretty excited to see all of the competitors on the wall. And while we're at this, why don't we just quickly talk about the scoring, Ian? For those at home who maybe don't know how this works, the scoring starts at the bottom, like basically. We're back on the competition, but the scoring starts at the bottom of the wall. Oh, there you go. And as you go up, each hold has a number, and these are randomly, I'm writing them on the wall here, but as you progress up the wall, you progress in number. Now, if you try to move from, let's say, number 5 to number 6, but you don't get it, you get a plus. So it'll be a 5+ or a 6+ or whatever as you go along. So the aim, Ian, climb from the bottom to the top in one go.
Yes, and if it is your first time tuning in, the difference with this event to a boulder event is lead is one shot and you're done. Every athlete will come out. There's 6 minutes on the wall. Is it 8 minutes today? But 6 minutes on the wall.
Yep, 8 minutes usually.
So you 8 minutes, and it's you begin once you come off the floor. This is your go until the top or as high as you get. Once you fall off or top out, that's it. Shoes off, you're done for the day. So it's a real mind battle as well. The mental aspect of it, knowing that you've got one chance only.
Yeah. Well, that's the difference in a boulder competition, and changing gears, I suppose, in that, in some of the World Cups, you go straight from boulder into lead, but today it's all about the lead. And, the competitors have had 2 shots this morning at qualifying, and, they've done pretty well. So let's have a bit of a look at that, as we have a look at the rankings. So Sam Lavender, at this moment in time, he's sitting in first place, qualify first. And Sam got a top in qualifier 1 and pretty high in qualifier 2.
Yeah, he got the high in the second as well. Yeah.
Yep.
So, hold 34 or point 34. So, yeah, like you say, that's well, look at this here. You don't have the privilege at home. He's about 10 moves past the next person on that climb. So he really is in a prime zone today.
It seems to be in a little bit of form. So, early stages, if you were, getting behind a potential, high performer this afternoon, then, you'd probably have your money on Sam. But that's not to discount anyone else, because Louis, Marlo, and AJ, and also Kyle, Houston Connor, all made tops, but Kyle didn't make the finals because he didn't go so great in the second qualifier, which is obviously probably disappointing for him.
That's what I was just going to say as well, is he topped the first, one of the only 5 people to top that first. But then, as we mentioned, one shot, he got to the 7th hold and made a mistake and fell on a positive, but that combined together enough to unfortunately bring him into 9th spot.
Yep. So
he's an incredible young climber.
Absolutely. It won't be the last we see of him, that's for sure. Yep. So keep it charging, Kyle. Andy Brown and Sam Lavender often showing very good form in the bouldering, but backing it up here in the lead as well.
Yeah. I mean, Andy's basically 97% muscle. I think that's a fact. And yeah, like I say, he does it for the short climbers. And wonderful technique, and I love watching him. So excited for him. A couple of the girls are going to China as well.
Yeah. So what's going on there, Ian? You know a little bit about what's happening in that competition.
Yeah. So it's really exciting that obviously the Youth World Cup comes back, and Tiana, a core athlete, and Oriel as well, who, you know, they're both very well-known names, and although they're only 15 and 16 respectively, both going to China in a couple of months to go and represent Australia in the Youth World Cup. So,
well, good luck, ladies. Yeah, fantastic,
them,
well done. And you know, if we go back to the scoreboard there for the Open A female, a Ravleen, 2 tops. Now, I haven't heard much about Ravleen. She's an up and comer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I guess a big name in Victoria.
Victorian, interstate, right there you go. That's why I haven't seen her in the Queensland world.
That's why the names are there, but exactly right is that, and again, probably in the same build up for these Youth World Cups and these World Cups that are happening. We're starting to see a few more athletes transition over.
Here we go. Andy Brown, our first competitor, and he's sporting a new look.
With the beard now, yeah, rocking the beard.
Yep,
he is all muscle.
Now he's always wearing that shirt, isn't he? So that's great. It's his brand.
Bob, all of them. They all wear the floral shirts. Yeah, they're all muscle men, and they're all strong, and
love it. Here we go. All right, well, let's see what Andy's got here. And
even the first move, look at that. It's a pull up, and then you straight away back.
Yeah, well, he some big moves early on, so it's nice for them just to get a bit established off the ground and not be too shaky. But I don't think those big holds stay for too long, and these ones here look a little bit more spicy as he gets off the ground.
And if you look at home, like, you see these white holds as well. So for anyone who's not too familiar with the sport, you know, like you said, they can use all the holds that are available in this zone. They've been sort of coached before, you know, if there's any areas they have to be smart of, but you have to clip up as you go. So you can't climb past these clips too far, which is what you got to clip as you go for your safety. But basically the thing about lead climbing is it's knowing about how not to rush, but also not to dwell too much. There's a real finite art to ensuring that you're climbing at a steady speed. If you hang for too long, because this might look vertical to you, but he might be 18 degrees overhung here. And it's about to, you know, the angle's changing. So his forearms, his engine, it's all ticking like a clock. And the longer you spend on a position or in a hold, there you go. Unfortunately, he's gone. Unlucky, Andy.
That's an unfortunate one there. Andy was on those pinches and flamed out a little bit early.
A little bit unsure, I think. Yeah. And I mean, absolute legend of a chap. So unlucky for him there, but we'll see how everyone else gets on that. That might be an early crux. And again, this is it worth finding out now. We've seen it in our head, but if you watch this move again, his feet look pretty secure. Yeah,
what was he going for?
Yeah, I think he just assumed that there was more positivity there. But
well, there you go.
It's a shame for him. Okay.
Like you said, you know, that's one shot and it's done.
Yeah.
So
now we're going to see Tasha Griselle,
our first female competitor out. Now we're going in reverse order. So who finished as 8th is coming out. Andy was in 8th. Tasha
is in 8th too. Yep.
I've seen Tasha training quite a lot too. She's very strong.
I was going to say I've not actually seen much of a lead. Well, I don't know.
I haven't seen her in lead.
I was going to say but we see her tons of bouldering, and she's a familiar face, Gold Coast local, and I mean, lovely person straight out the gate. But an absolute machine climber, and I love seeing that she's always just absolutely gives 100%. So let's see her go. Come on.
All right, Tasha ready to roll. And again, some big holds just off the ground just to get established. So it's kind of nice. It could be. And you can see just a little, if you focus, if we get the team to maybe focus in on the belaya. The belaya has some pretty interesting glasses on. So, if you've ever seen those belay glasses. But anyway.
Oh my God, that's such there you go. I wasn't on there.
All right, so she is looking up. She is paying attention to the climber. However, those they're prism glasses or something. Anyway, Tasha's on the wall. Let's concentrate on Tasha. This is what we're here for.
See, that looks like a hard vest. It looks already like it's not positive.
I don't think that one's for you. There you go. Tasha making
nice
it work.
Move.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you're sticking out the holds and sometimes these climbers may have never climbed on this brand of holds. That's the thing about this sport that's so unique is, I don't know how much Tasha's climbed at Crank. She's an alpine climber. We see her in core a bit,
Oh, she's
but
just making sure. We might get a better shot of that angle, get her tucked into the corner.
there you go.
There we go. Now, there's a big hold there, but she seems a little bit sort of hand mixed up. She might need to do a Houdini swap.
I was going to say, it's a bit apprehensive about that swap, so she's trying to now move past it, which is probably the smarter play. Oh, and then a palm back. Yeah, nice.
Big shoulders. Oh, well, there you go. I think that's that bouldering strength right there for sure.
Yeah.
But,
and that'll actually help settle her nerves, I think, because she
Yeah.
was a bit unsure whether. And again, if you gamble without moving a boulder, it's fine. You can do it. Oh, wow. But at the same time on here, you've done. Really nice. Now, these Neos have got this white hold, the Neo, I say with the N on it,
Yeah.
is an espresso. They've got a real positive side, which unfortunately is turned down. But
I really like the texture on those Neo
I was
holds.
just about to say,
Beautiful texture.
I think they're a great hold. Yeah, really good hold.
Now, Tasha, not stopping there. I would have thought that a few of the competitors might find a rest in that corner, but he's charging on. Come on.
Nice catch.
Yeah,
It's got good
absolutely. Now, this is where we see, changing around this corner. That's a great shot. You can see how far that kicks back. Oh, I was going to say we can see the elbows. Well done, Tash up.
Yeah, you can see the and that's the thing is that this overhang, it really burns you out. And again, not really. I don't know if there's any Crank members in there, but you can say the Brisbane climbers will know these walls better, and it is considered one of the hardest lead walls around.
Nice little fall there too. So, great work with the belayers and folks. The reason that the belayers do let the climber fall, a small distance is that it absorbs the fall impact.
Yes.
So it's much better if they fall a little bit and not put too much impact on the rope. Now, just by the by, if you're at home and you're seeing this for the first time, either on KO or YouTube, these ropes are what called dynamic ropes. And they do have spring in them, as opposed to static ropes, which window cleaning. So, Victor Hall. Victor's been around the scene for quite a while, and he's qualified today.
And he's still only about 22. I think he's younger than that.
Really?
But he's he does a lot of the photography. So if you've ever competed at events in the sport climbing Queensland scene, there's a good chance Victor snapped a shot of you. Now he is a lead specialist. He not much of a fan of bouldering. He doesn't hide that. He's lead all the way. So I've seen him climb some pretty phenomenal lead routes in our gyms. So
and he's one of the taller climbers, Ian. He must be 6 foot plus, maybe 6'2", 6'3".
yeah. No, he is. He's definitely 6 and a few.
Yeah, 6 and a few there. So, but looking very very comfortable so far. But this is where we saw Andy get into these pinches and really quite quickly flame out, which and Victor here.
It's hard to know how good those flat
not
holds
particularly
are.
comfortable. Well, again,
he tested it.
Yeah, well, and 3 bumps up. So wow, okay.
Go on, Victor.
Now there's a big transition
Victor,
from. I'd be very interested to see what happens next roll.
Back catch, that little white. Is it a bit of a little mini back catch? He's not going to swap through that. Oh, high foot. This is where his height's probably impacting him a little bit.
Sometimes it does, doesn't it?
Just 3 fingers.
Oh. Wow, folks,
that might be an early mistake. What do you think?
Yeah.
So what we looked at with Andy Brown, thinking that he maybe made that early mistake, it might look like that's going to be a first stumbling block for everybody's.
Well, that's
7 or 8.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're sitting at home and you think, okay, what is a crux? Well, it's a little bit of a language in the climbing world, but that's great, Ian. For those who are new to competition climbing, that it's a section of the climb that might be considered the hardest 1 or 2 or 3 moves in the climb altogether.
Yes.
So each climb usually is consistent of 1 crux.
Yes.
And then maybe some different types of climbing in each section. So, big shout out to the route setters too. Who was our route setters today?
Yeah. So the route setters was Mitch Day, again, a very familiar face, ICP's Mitch Day. King of the coaches, Cosro, from Urban and Sport Climbing Australia. Just came back from working at the World Cup scene with Oceana and Campbell. And then we had, Peter Chalmers and Emily Tuff. And then obviously Carly Breton as well from Sydney.
Carly's down as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some
big
big hitters
names.
in the setting industry as well. So
Yep.
shout out to them for a big 3 or 4 days they've had. So we're gonna see Hannah Sides here again. Again, she's a slightly taller athlete. She's gone for the long pants, which is we talk about socks and shoes in bowling. We talk about the long or short.
Well, I
pants.
mentioned you yesterday, Ian. There was a couple of people in their socks, and you and I have got some opinions on that. But anyway, yeah.
I will think I do like long pants for lead though. I do think that's a psychological boost. Is the long pants.
That camera might not be enjoying itself there. We might swap to a better one.
Giving it a low feel, but that's okay. Here we go.
All right, Hannah, looking good here. Again, that big hold, and you can see it looks large, folks. It looks like, oh yeah, that's big. I should grab onto it, but it's not as good as you might maybe want it to be. And
she's held it a lot because Tasha moved past that as just a foot, but Hannah seems to be. She was quite comfortable on that. She's bumped back down off it, but
it's one of those ones that are a bit slopey, and if you make your way up above, kind of, if your hand moves up at an angle, it turns it. Not into a straight pull down, but a pull out, and the quality gets worse. Yeah, as you go along.
Well, she made that. Hannah looks very comfortable. Again, I'm not seeing much of her in the lead game, but like looking here, she made that switch quite comfortable. She looks in a nice position. She's not quite as dynamic or powerful, I guess, as Tasha was, where she's sort of hit into the moves. She seems very steady and controlled.
Very
climbing in 1-1-1.
Very smooth climbing. Yeah, very smooth climbing.
Yeah, good on her. She looks nice and controlled. So good position here. She's hit that awkward Neo. Now she's going to change that body direction again. And
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few competitors park up in this corner here if they can get a rest up. But maybe the route setters would have thought about that. But again, she's moving on pretty quickly, so maybe it's not as comfortable a stance as we thought.
Well, you really overhung on this blue. Like it's like if you look there at her angles, where you can see her arms are pretty straight, and if you get it from the side angle, you can really see how overhung it is.
So this transition around, you can't really see it, and maybe if we get a different angle, you can see she's coming around a corner, folks. So not flat. Yeah, you can see now. That was a good shot.
It's like a full mantle up and over. It's a very, very tricky spot. That's so same spot Tasha went for again. We're seeing with both athletes coming out in these earlier stages that these are, maybe a mid to low crux point. But yes, she's trying to match then. That end is just not too positive, and a right foot goes. Yeah, right foot slips, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think that she was moving down. Hannah was moving down to get a bit lower on that hold, and I think that's the move. You got to sort of climb down a little bit to be under it.
Keep the weight in that.
Keep the weight on that foot. Yeah. So we'll see. Only sort of midway progress here, folks, as we're going along. So we've had our first few competitors out.
Yeah.
So we've still got plenty of action to go, and arguably, as the way the competition works, the best is at the end. So hopefully we will see some.
Here we go. So again, another young athlete in Big Boss, but he's looking big too. I saw him at the boulders and the nationals, been looking really strong. So let's see how he goes here.
Boston.
Cool shit.
Yeah, he's competed a fair bit for his age as well in the competition.
Yeah, the family are mad dog climbers, and like you've seen the Denner boys climb a lot, and Boston's a really good climber.
How old is he now? Because I remember only a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when you and I started, he's really sprouted in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I reckon he must be 18 or something now. He definitely.
Well, he's looking fit. Let's see if that looks transfers into the competition today.
It's just about that precision when you hit those, because you got to obviously they're bringing their body up to make the not a weighted arm move, but you just got to be so precise on those small jibs. And trust me, if you're looking at home, like you're looking and thinking, look at this hole, look how easy it looks. Look at how his hand wraps on that. It's an open grip.
You can see that's a fantastic shot there. It's not flat. You can see the angle of Quick draws, Ian.
Probably about 30.
Oh,
As I say,
that's good. That's good. He's got a good foot up and a little bit more support here. I don't know if it's going to help him on this move.
Oh, no way.
Oh, let's see. Oh, fantastic.
He's got it. Yeah, he hit that rail nice. Nice little
Nice.
box. So hook in
Little
there, and then he
bicycle
just,
there.
yeah, I'm gonna say that was nice. But
Yep.
now he's gonna hit these stacks like dual tech. These have got some no tech areas which knows that he can't grab.
Yeah, it looks like he needs to make his way around this section as well. A little bit of a
They've got both the male and female working these corners. So I think this is going to be third here. Wow, that is insane. And remember, these climbs are usually left up for a week or two. So if you're couch commentating like we do, and you say, "It's not a piece of cake," please go down and support the gym, try the climbs, and if you tag me if you can get past that move. But yeah, honestly, go have some fun because these climbs are, well, they're making them work for the state championship. You know, you want to be the state championship.
Bit of a local hero in the course scene, but certainly a fantastic competitor. Been competing for 3 or 4 years. Yeah. And again, another one of those young competitors who's really maturing into the sport and taking it pretty seriously. So and
shot up as well. Another one, like you said, she's the belay is very tall as well, just to clarify, because I was going to say, like, I know I'm only little, but no, yeah, Tiana's great, and 16 years old, but she does a bit of coaching for us as well. She's phenomenal.
She does great. She does great with the kids. So if you've got any young'uns who want to learn the ropes, come on down.
But she's a great example. And I think like girls like these girls are such good examples for the. She takes the program seriously.
Sure.
She works hard. She's committed to it, and she just needs to relax into this today because she of her own admission, she's been bouldering pretty heavy with this China World Cup coming up. And she just needs to take her time on this lead because she's not been doing. I think I've seen a lead climb once in the last 3 months.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, and it's quite good. If you haven't got fitness, then you should move fast through sections that might pump you out, and that seems to be what she's doing.
She's got great flexibility. So come on, Tiana.
Don't second guess yourself in this section here. Yeah, you can see that angle, folks. Fantastic angle. She'll move up into that corner.
Yeah, credit to the guys giving the people at home a bit of a representation of how awkward these angles are. Because the thing is, if you're climbing overhung for 20 meters, you adjust to get used to it. But because it's one angle, then another, then flat, and it's around the corner, there's so many variations. Like Jay's counted, we can 7 or 8,
7 or 8 different angle changes here.
There's so much to take into your mind as an athlete planning this route. So yeah, phenomenal job by the setters utilizing all these different wall angle changes. And now we just want to see Tiana. Yeah, she's using that.
She's found a little spot there that might work.
Just going to adjust out of it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's taking her time here because she's got weight in her legs nicely. So where you said you'll see a lot of them rest, she is using that rest a bit more in her legs. It looks like she's pressing her legs into it a bit more, and just now she's going to try and make that transition. Oh, she's going high, Jace, up here.
Yeah, well,
so
I mean, we've seen our competitors now. This is interesting. Let's see if she drops her foot down.
Yeah, that's going to say she stayed higher. Oh, she's done it. Come on, T-Bar. Come on, T. Good clip. Nice. She's been really, brilliant. Brilliant, Tiana. So what we're seeing here, is just she's got out of that position and now, again, finding a spot, chalking them. She looks very calm on the wall.
Yeah, she's doing great because here at the end of the day,
come on, T. Yeah, so she's got, this is your current high point. She looks like she's got, unlucky, T.
Tiana.
Unlucky, Tiana. Yeah, that was a little bit tricky there. Really great performance. And yeah, your current high point. Don't beat yourself up. That was a great effort, T. And she's looking back at it now, thinking what could I have done different. And
well, she's made the high point so far, Ian. So that's fantastic. Good to see that this progression for the competition, and also Tiana. She's breathing deeply there. So
she's obviously gassed. Yeah, and shout out to the judge, the head judge. You see, Charmaine Mullally as well. Absolute, Queen and the judge, bless her, and Susan pretty much basically cover all the
a massive
the
shout out
events in
to
Queensland.
a massive shout out to all those volunteers, judges. Like everyone's sort of volunteering their time, and none of these competitions would come together if it wasn't for the volunteers.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So,
and the parents too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing as well. A lot of these climbers now, they're so young,
well,
their parents are still taking around and then end up volunteering themselves
Yeah.
while supporting. Anyone who volunteer or wants to volunteer at event, look to your local gyms event and please support. Here we go, AJ, the wild man.
Now, AJ's usually pretty
I've got the dreads in today. Yeah.
pretty well supported on the socials as well. But thanks for joining us online as well, folks. So give us a shout out in the comments if you're there. Let us know who you're backing. Ethan is giving a big shout out to Boston, so well done.
Oh yeah, please, yeah. Our YouTube fans, please drop a message of the climbers. Let them know you're watching for. But yeah, so AJ is a New Zealand athlete. He represented the Olympic qualifiers for New Zealand. Really humble, really nice kid. He's doing an Alex Booker. Never get a name. I never say it right. I'll just blame it on my Yorkshireness. But Alex Butchio, he's doing her programming and pretty hardcore programming. He's been doing it for about 6 months now. So when I last saw him, he said he was really feeling strong from it. And obviously making these finals is proof enough straight out the gate. But
well, coming in fourth, I think it was. Fourth finisher or fourth in the
he can be sometimes, I don't say erratic, because I think I think that's his superpower, is quite dramatic. and
his climbing style.
His style is, it seems erratic, like he's fast, he's bouncy, but he's a really talented young climber. And I'm saying that sometimes he always makes good viewing, I guess is what I would say. And I hope that
there's certain climbers who really like every move they've almost fallen off. Oh no!
There you go. Oh my gosh! Lucky age and lucky brother.
There you go.
It still beats, man.
Well, there you go, AJ. Well done, mate. And
ironically, he's right in the pack. That's the thing, is unfortunately, because this early crux is so hard for you at home, we're whizzing through the climbers. But I think the next climb up's Oriel, and Oriel, she just won the state boulder. We watched her. We were on site.
On fire. She was in absolute fantastic form.
If you want to describe erratic, that's another one Oriel does. She'll look to the crowd mid crux and give you a little tongue out wave. And
well, if you want to go back, actually, we live streamed that one too to KO on YouTube, and you could go back and check it out because it was very entertaining. The state of the championships.
Oh my gosh, No, she took first. Tiana took second. Well, Judith as well took the event, but she's from New South Wales. But so Oriel's about to come out, and if you've not watched her before, sit your bum down and get ready for potential fireworks.
At 23, you can see the plus there from Tasha and Hannah at 20. So early days. We've got a few more competitors yet to be scored. And there we go.
These next four, they're all insane climbers.
Oriel wearing socks.
Not even socks, and not even got her shoes on. I love her, bless her.
No, good on you, Oriel. It's a running joke for Ian and I. We surveyed the community and no socks, and it was split pretty evenly down the middle. It is a very new thing for socks in climbing shoes. But funnily, I wear socks when I go trad climbing because I want to protect my heels. So So I better not poke too much fun at socks.
Yeah, if you ever get a picture of Jace at a trad suit,
when I'm crack climbing on Yosemite, I've got a pair of socks on. Other than that, no socks for me.
I think that's the one pass I'll give you on that. Jace. But no, little Oriel, and I mean, a lot of young climbers do it because it's still growing. Yeah. So they say they get a shoe and then they have a burst of foot growth. Yeah. They grow out of it before they wear out of it. So they get them with a sock tight, and then what they'll do is, if it does get tight, they can go to no sock. So there's a little bit of why I give the kids the slack. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm so interested. So Oriel will. He does a lot of coaching. He's always her and her mum are flying about the country everywhere. They go to every comp, every gym.
Well, it sounds event. Like she's got her fan club here with her as well. So let's go, Oriel.
Every time I see her, she looks like a super saiyan. She's like leveled up from every battle. So let's see how she goes here.
Got to be careful of those feet on the quick draws. You can't use anything other than the holes that are designated for the climb, folks. Just so everyone knows. The quick draws are there for safety, but not for either pulling on or standing on.
Oh, come on, Will.
Gee.
Come on, take your time.
Oh, okay.
Just a crazy chalk spot.
Yeah,
Crazy.
just a little bit.
She's got so much in there. She does a bit of boxing and a few other things, Ariel, as well. She's a bit of a multi-sport athlete. But
She's got that
just
now.
hit that big
Yeah,
pocket. Hit that big
she's strong
pocket.
enough.
Nice, Ariel. Come on, bud. Come on, little
A
time.
bit early nerves for her, but hopefully she'll sort of settle in here and get herself up into this corner. Yeah, do that little Houdini swap maybe. There it is.
And being 14, little hand, bless her.
Yeah. Yeah, absolute legendary on that stuff. And there you go. We get into the changing corners. Reminds me of a climb on Yosemite.
But again,
speaking of,
oh, there you go. Well, I have not climbed that, Jess, so I'll leave that to you. But I will say, like, because if anyone's ever done boxing, they know it's unrelated, but it's one of the hardest cardio burning sports ever. And Ariel is, I think she's in the state boxing team. She definitely does the Queensland like young athlete program.
Oh, there you go.
And that
boxing and climbing at the same time.
And I think that will serve us well in this lead, the lead aspect.
Well, that's one thing I love about the younger athletes. They're just happy to give everything a crack and have a good time. And so that's really, you know, a lot what the climbing scene's about. You know, I heard it yesterday. You know, the competitors aren't competing against each other; they're competing against the climb.
Yeah,
you know,
us versus the wall.
Us versus the wall, and I love that about, you know, these competitions. Well,
I love it about climbing in general. It's the greatest thing when someone comes in and they're a little bit apprehensive or nervous in the gym. I always say,
Ariel.
Well, I always say to people, you know, I say, like, if you're nervous, you can come or you have any questions, you can ask us, but you've got 100 guys in the gym.
Yeah.
Because everyone climbing is always going to come on. Now, this is it. Oh, no. Come on. And again, don't beat yourself up because, you know, you'll realize that's about where everyone's been struggling here.
Yeah.
Unlucky, bud.
So I think she might have just, I think that's the 20 mark there.
Smaller hands is, or she crossed her hands over each other and had to pop one out to get the other out.
Just didn't have that right foot in, where Tiana had that right foot in. Yeah. So that's a crux. That's the section that needs to be navigated, you know, and it's pretty pumpy to that section too. So
I mean, like I said, we've seen all of them. Of course, she's still breathing a bit heavy, and you know, and that's the thing. That's only a third of the way up as well. So that's what I say. But what you don't realize is that's probably about 9 meters. It is a 20-meter climb.
All right. Well, we've got our next.
It's going to be brushing, are they now?
Yeah, our next competitor out. Oh yeah,
got stuck. Oh, I got stuck.
The rope kind of got a bit flicked around.
I despise you.
Well done, volunteers. There you go.
That's the one thing I hate seeing. I'm like, come on, just wait. We'll be patient. Bit of clipstick. But yeah, that's okay. All done successfully. And so next one out is going to be Marlo.
And Marlo has competed a lot as well. So he's quite
another local on the Queensland scene, and a really. This is where I think
Boulder mainly though, isn't he, Marlo? But he has competed in the lead pretty well as well.
He's built to lead. If you see now, here he is. Look, he's a built. Them predominantly from the lead team, and Svezotski. I've asked him a million times. I never get his name either. Alex Svetkovsky is his next one. So Marlo Gilly and Alex, they're two very different type of climbers. You got to see these two well, and I'll be interested to see if they can both get through that crux or one or the other, because they climb very different ways. So let's see how Marlo gets on here. He's
it'll be great to see if we can get something, you know, up through that section. We've only seen really the bottom third section, or maybe the bottom half of the men's lead here.
I would expect. I think Marlo Mikes is such a graceful climber, but I would expect to see Alex, because of the power. I think that move and his finger strength will be, you know, when he hits them stacks white dual tech dishes.
Yeah.
Lenses, he'll be in a great spot. So let's see.
And I think you know, up through this section you can see how steep it is, and you know, if you can conserve some energy through this section here, and not really, and that's great. The high heel look, I think that sort of holds him in a little bit. But now
it's all about just trusting the rubber on the transfer. Exactly, trust it. Know it's good. Is there a little? There might be a little jib underneath that as well, because it looks like he's got right hand on the jib there.
Got a toe on it as well. Looking good comfortable here. And,
see Marlo's so look at that, so precise. Now take your time. Now this is a terrible hold. The next one's good, but this one is terrible.
Maybe a heel.
And we saw Boston hit that foot and slip twice. So is he going to try and keep the toe for the tension? No, he's passed off.
Maybe, yeah, I was going to say heel on this, maybe, because the toe wasn't such a
It's where
great one.
Boston slipped though. His toe went up to. Oh no, he's got. Look at that body.
Nice body position.
It's like a how-to
Yep.
video, isn't it?
There you go. Now you can see
this
his
is
body.
hard.
He pulled his body around Ian and didn't leave it underneath, and that gave him a really nice, solid, direct line straight up to the hole. Didn't have to move his body
And
too
that
much.
second one's a beautiful hold. So now he's in a good position. But again, so he's got your current high point. So he is your clubhouse leader, as they say. Let's see how he does. He's going to put back on. Oh, toe hook again.
Nice. A little bit of.
That jib was the absolute garbage. Wow.
Nice. Well, let's see if he can build this
in
here.
the dish, hips in.
Yeah. Okay.
So that black is super positive. It looks like
he might need to go out into that, maybe,
a
or
big undercut, like undercut.
oh, okay.
It's really hard to tell.
So you can see that that long draw from the roof. There's a blue triangle there. We might get a different shot, and you'll be able to see it. But yeah, you still can't see it as good as you wanted. But looks like he'll be
hit that edge,
traversing off on that edge on a couple of small jibs. So
it might be a toe hook on the black and bump your hands across the jibs.
It does
but
look
we'll
like
see.
it. Well, it's a spicy looking move, folks, and you know, so far so good for Marlo. Looking pretty good, but you know, just needs to get into this section. Oh, you can see, you can see there it is. Yep. Now, oh, nice. Now I wonder if it's a cross screw, because he does need to go out really far away with his left.
At this point, I'd be rapping about chicken nuggets to keep my sanity, because I would be absolutely like, this nuggets so good. Come on.
All right. So
it looks comfortable, doesn't it?
It does. Whenever it's a big left out there on that jib.
Yeah, there's that heel, the toe hook. Yeah, that's leading the thing. I tell you what, he's really utilized the toe hooking in this climb.
Looking good. Elbows up a little bit here, but still
found a good spot to recharge. Just shake out a little bit here. Swap.
Gotta find something there. Wow,
this is impressive.
Doing impressive. Big right heel out to the right.
There's a heel back on the wall. And then there's another bump to the right. There you go. Bump to that. There we go.
Absolutely looking fantastic. Starting to burn a little bit here, but let's see if he does the plus.
So like you said earlier, again, if you're just watching, that's quite an important move to show the security on that first hold, and then make a positive movement forward towards the next one to get that plus. Because as we see in the female division, that's the difference between Hannah and Tasha at this point.
Well done, Marlo. So he's quite convincingly made a throw for the final here.
It's a big benchmark. That was big. So. Again, just couldn't generate that movement off.
There's the plus move. So that's a smart move in the competition, like Ian said. So well done.
Epic work.
Yep, absolutely fantastic. Well done. All right. Well, it's spicing up. The heat is on the following competitors. So you know, let's see what they've got. But our next female competitor is out in just a moment. Once we've got Marlo.
Yeah. So like I said, Clea, I do have her on the social. I haven't spoken to her too much recently, but again, like she's I mean, had an incredible year of competing, but she's had a few injuries she's been battling because I think she stepped up her program and she went over to Europe. Wonderful person, and
well, again, you know, Clea is you would call a quite experienced competitor, but only
18.
Been on the scene for many years, and
she's a great, like, she's a year older than like Attacker and that, and them two have climbed together so long, and Emily Curtis, who's over in America at the moment, and all those girls, they all support each other, cheer each other on. It's such a great community of the young climbers. We've seen from Andy Brown to Marlo, they're all young, and they all help each other, and it's not like other sports. That's why we love climbing so much. Yeah. If you're watching this back, you've just got into the sport, you made the right choice.
There you go. Well,
let's see how she does it.
A little bit of trivia. Clea and
Victor,
Victor, brother and sister. So there you go. The climbing family here making the finals today.
The whole family are big time climbers. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. Clea's got great power. Again, incredible boulder, a Boulder Mania champion. Phenomenal boulder as well. She does always. I mean, I always call her. She does always impress me when lead. When we did the national Queensland team training at our gym at Cornubia, and she was the only one to top every climb. like as far as it goes in the nationals, she did phenomenal in the lead as well. So yeah, if you know her as a boulderer, just hold your drink. She's an incredibly she's a bit of an odd spot.
Yeah.
She gets to some of these spots, but she's an incredible, like, determined climber, I guess I would say.
Well, it doesn't, but Claire's a little bit bigger, maybe arm length in that corner there, so she might be one of the taller ones. Maybe just struggling to get
She
in that
does a
position.
lot of weight training, and if you watch her, if you see her, she has a physical program as well. She doesn't just climb; she does a lot of I should just look at the chart. That's the most frustrating thing. Little Friction Lab chalk bag spun, but yeah, no, she's incredible. Like, again, another all-round athlete, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder what chart they're all using. We had this debate. I've just been switched to recently. I've been using the Run Me chart.
Oh yeah, any good?
Oh, I tell you, I'm a grade stronger. It's like clay. It's beautiful. I watched about 4 hours of YouTube documentaries before I first started it, and I saw these guys, swearing by it. But yeah, if you can check what chalk you use, or if you think it's a myth, people tell me they don't.
No, I do. There's some chalk that's kind of a bit silky. Not much chop. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah. He was looking very smooth there a second ago, and just a couple of moves here, making it not too good, but still strong.
On the heel there, yeah. So I think being on the heel worked well there.
That's right.
Yeah, wow.
That's right. So, all right.
No, this is that move that you're going to be so gassed here, but look, it's a determination of fight.
Yeah,
you can see she's pulling.
Climb fast after that.
Wow, clear. Yeah, hang up as well with your move. You have to click before your knee goes. Well, I told you that she looked fast, and then just that fight. Well done, Clea. Take a second knee if you can.
She can rest out a little bit. Getting a little bit of rest in this section, which is fantastic.
It might be the other way. It might be your hands that go there, and not your. Let's have a look. I think your right hand works, but I think that becomes a toe after. Yes, and then he was hoping
yes. Oh, wow. That was fantastic. Well done.
High point first position.
There you go, Clea. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if she could have got that knee bar, that might have been there might have been a little bit more left in her. But what a fight that was! Those last 5 or 10 moves, absolutely legendary effort.
Yeah,
legendary effort.
Well, I thought the mantle that she was probably going to be, going for a plus at that point, and then just second wind.
Well, it's interesting with lead climbing. It's not only the climbing that you have to deal with, right? So you got to deal with the clipping. So you can make the moves, but if you can't get in position and clip efficiently, saw a few yesterday in the Bs and Masters. Yeah. And really, that probably cost them 5 or 6, moves. Almost got it there.
If her foot was a tiny bit lower or more open, so she could twist her hip in, she'd have been good. But then when she had to make that adjustment, her foot was to the lower foot and had to pop. Here's Alex.
Alex out now. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
He's a powerhouse. I love him, Dino and Prime.
Fit and strong, these young competitors, that's for sure, Ian. Unlike us, back in our day.
Jace, you are. If you've seen Jace, you're shredded. But yeah, we've had our moments, But yeah, you're shredded, Jace. Yeah. Ready for South Africa?
Yeah, going on a little bit of a boulder trip to South Africa soon, Rocklands. But Alex here on the wall, just powering through. Almost.
Yeah, he's. I think he's going to move at some speed. He's pretty slick. We saw with Tiana though. I think the reason Tiana progressed was every clip she hit, perfect. Clip fast, moved on, prime position, and that's what helped her get around there. Clea took a tiny bit longer with them, but that's where she battled more. But again, current high point leader.
Yeah.
Let's see Alex is a little bit shorter, so we'll have to. These first few moves are going to be a bit more springy.
Well, it was pretty well that first. The one he's standing on, the first 2 holds decent enough, and then the rest of them really just kicked into gear quite quickly. Like opening a cold opening a cold window on a winter's day. It's like a blast of cold air in the face. But anyway, he's doing quite nicely here.
It is 0 to 100, and I think that's that's so good. But it's yeah, like I said, when you see a climber who's just reads it correctly, like look how he's hit that handrail, and then heel in, it's just jump to it,
Wow, just did that with an undercling and really wasn't even on that jib either. So
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think he's seen the jib. Oh, no.
Good hip mobility. Now just use the jib. Oh, there he's got the jib. Now he's got the jib.
There it is. Come on.
So this is where Marlow had that benefit, that bit of reach. So he hit the next one, and then he double-handed straight away. So hit the double straight. There we go. Now you can readjust. And Mallow again went toe hook. I think toe hook's there. Good. Then I would have full press.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at them hip. That's the thing, is that hip flexibility. It's like Luke Beatrice, these guys who could just really, oh my God.
No, he needs to make the flip. He can't climb further than past the knee.
Phenomenal.
And he's made the clip, which is good news. Wow, that's a fantastic
really good
climb.
Right.
Oh. Wow. There you go. I'll tell you what. Yeah. No, he put in a bit of a fight there at the end as well, which is great. So, there.
So still Marlow with that impressive top spot there, yeah.
Well, Marlow smooth all the way through. Really, we didn't see him make a wrong move. He just ran out of steam at the end, and only just. But here, I wonder how, Alex,
he went for the underclean, the foothold.
He went the backhand, and I mean, this is where just maybe getting a bit pumped, and then when you're pumped, your brain starts to think all sorts of weird things.
Yeah, and obviously again he just read it completely different. Didn't go for that blue ledge, which if he'd have come to that volume overhang with the crimp, Marlow actually used that to chalk up.
Well, clear out, pretty convincingly out ahead. So,
for the next three,
the next three are the next best three. So, arguably,
well, it'll be great to see Kate. Like I said, she's I think she's been living in Tassie, but she's been in Tassie and competing. But obviously can't come back for every event. But she's here for this one, and she might be back in Brisbane now. But spectacular climber. I think she's only like 22, 23 as well, so another young gun. But
and again, very, very experienced in this comp scene. So
won a number of state events over the years, and let's see how she goes. Because I do like watching the way she climbs.
Well, we've got the run now, which is Kate, Atako, and Ravleen, who's a Victorian. She can win the competition, but she can't win the state.
She can't be crowned state. So she won't take the podium points, but she will take the. She can take the event,
But Kate right now is
all
to play for. This is her last climb of her competition.
It's really hard because we want them all to win. We know, especially because we know them all so well now. Is that so? If you're at home and you don't know who to cheer for everyone.
That's right.
Because they're all mega. And it's just exciting. But like I say, this wall angle here. It's been gassing them out, but Kate's doing the right thing, getting through it a bit quicker. I think, to be honest, that's probably what stumbled Oriel, is she stopped twice to chalk up by now already. And look, Kate's backhand clipping just through experience there. And
there's kind of three main ways to clip, so depends on which sort of system that you have. Now,
I have three ways. I have in a panic, in a hurry, and there's a last-ditch resort.
I love it. And Kate getting a little bit more comfortably into that section where you saw Cleo do it, a little bit harder.
Look at that, just smear the wall, just counterbalance everything. She's. I mean, this is textbook so far, but I don't want to jinx her. The Jason Kibosh, as we say, right? Yeah.
No, I'm keeping my my commentary to the minimum at this point. So let's see how she goes here.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Pendulum.
Taller as well, so maybe making those holds just that is really.
I do think how Clea switched to the heel here early, where everyone else was the toe. Was a nice thing. So she left the toe on the bottom hold, but Clea had the heel in, and that was brilliant for Clea.
Well,
that's an insane chalk position.
What a great
They
shot.
call it the social media chalk, right?
Now let's see if she does turn that. Now she's doing a lower foot.
Lower one,
Okay. So that's the other way I said, probably needs to happen. Go low, and then get underneath and then come around and up, which is good, which is nice.
Run it your way, still control the momentum.
Yep. Very nice, Kate.
Man, if there's ever been an advert for yoga, it's been these lead climbs today, male and female. They've both been yogalicious. I don't think that's I know. You went quiet, Jason.
I was trying to think of what to say then here, but I just move on.
Moving along. She's in a great position here. And so again, we're going to see, this is where Tiana got to this next plus, I think. So she's about to take the second spot by hitting this next one, using this rest wisely because, as we saw with Clear, it's really, really got to go fast to this knee bar.
Yeah, not a bad hold, that red one, but again, it sort of kicks into a weird body position.
She does great at adjusting her body, feet in front, move back, feet behind, move back.
Really good awareness.
Yes, superb. That's the word. Yes.
Yeah.
Superb awareness.
Yeah.
So that white, she went for lens of foot. She's realized that. Stretch out. Hit that big hook.
Elbows up here a little bit. You can see it.
This is going to spin you out like Clear. Pump your hand higher. Brilliant.
Oh, it's not as good as you want it to be.
No, I don't think that's a double, is it?
Double knee bar. No. Oh, here we go.
Come on, Kate.
Found it a little bit.
So yeah, where she slid this foot back, if you've just tuned in, the current high point was here with Clear. She tried to hit the knee bar, but she had her left foot on the jib on the volume, and that meant it pinned it and pushed it off.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, spectacular.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
she's made the plus now anyway. Those two are counting in.
I think she's gonna work.
Oh, Ian! Damn it! Kate, well done.
Come to Attacker.
Yeah.
Attacker will get at the top. Come on, Attack. Come on, Attacker.
Fantastic. Well, there you go.
So that puts Kate in first. So currently it'd be Kate, Clear, and Tiana as your podium. But Attacker still has a chance of taking that Queensland podium. She qualified in the highest spot of the Queensland athletes. And again, if you're just tuning in, Ravleen is currently in first, but she is a Victoria State athlete. So she can win the event, but she wouldn't be given the Queensland State podium. It'd be a dual podium.
Well done, Kate.
Well done, Kate.
Well done, Kate. So Louis out next.
Nice to see her back compete.
Now, what do you know about Louis?
Less than the others, but he did do the state boulder as well, because in the background there.
Yeah.
Playing a Sanger. But yeah, Louis, interesting to see coming out in second and topping the climb and comfortably second. It'd be interesting to see him go. AJ with the support. Here we go. Bit of a shorter climb. There you go. It'd be interesting. Let's see.
Did well in the qualifiers.
Yeah, looks pretty calm. I'm just seeing it. Yeah. Just seeing how he goes. Looks pretty focused. Looks
ready to go.
Fluoro harness, sign of a pro. He's a Sunshine Coast boy with a boulder head shirt there as well. Shout out to them. Yeah, I'm going to say be interesting to see him go because I was surprised to see him in second. That's no discredit to him. Obviously, there's no Sam Bowman and Alistair who are two, staples of these events a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But we'll see how he goes because he smashed it earlier.
Well, did everyone else have to jump then? And maybe they didn't. Anyway.
Andy Brown jumped and so did Alex, but the rest just stepped up. Again, sign of confidence, right?
Yeah.
And again, you come through in second by only Sam Lavender, who was one hold away from an Olympic. Well, he was 6 seconds away from an Olympic berth, basically.
Yes.
In the boulder when Campbell did the spectacular lead send, but Sam was in first coming out bouldering.
Yeah, that was a fantastic one. If you want to go see something amazing, that was a tearjerker actually. Yeah, the qualifiers.
Yeah,
Campbell send was absolutely amazing. But now we've got Louis on the wall. Yeah, let's see if Louis can pull a Campbell.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't want to detract from Louis here, but that was I think every one of us was emotional watching Campbell do it. So come on, Louis, give us a top, give us another scream moment. I mean, he is swift
and looking very comfortable right now.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So this is a terrible hold again. If you're just tuning in, this is where like half the athletes fell. We've only seen Marlo and Alex get past here.
Just got to get himself around. Yeah,
this is trusting that heel a bit much, and that heel is garbage. Remember?
Yeah, that body position.
You got to hit that. Oh, good. He's very poppy, very poppy. 2 hands on it, and now twist the hips.
It's just
He's
motored to this section. He's motored to this section. So let's see if he.
Is he going to clip from here? That'd be wise.
Yeah. Those white ones, I've crimped on those before, and they're not so great.
No, I was going to say they're beautiful looking holds, but they're not
They bite, but they're small. They bite, but they're small. Yeah. Well, let's see if he can make his way up into this roof section and still have enough energy just to, get himself in position.
Come on, fella. So he's got to read this right where he's got to hit the clip and then come back out to that blue volume.
Yeah, move back to the right.
And this is the thing is if you haven't really seen it, there you go. Like I think Alex had just forgotten about that and he'd just gone like blinkers on, as they say in I guess horse racing. But you know, he just saw the black hole and he was drawn to it.
Yeah, looked like he's a bit stretched out here. Like, so.
Not quite as tall.
Just.
Come on. Oh, just in bump. There we go.
Come on.
She's going to work it like a drain pipe. Oh. Second though. Well done, mate.
Well done. Well, he did fantastically there. Just that section was maybe a little bit reachier.
Yeah, and look, a tiny bit of a lesser known name, but you won't forget him swiftly, and it's good to see him, mixing up and seeing that, you know, back in the ranks.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for our next competitor out, why don't we have a listen to some of the messages from our supporters, our sponsors, because we couldn't do these things without them, Ian.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, please.
Big shout out to them. All right, back on it, and now we're not meant to have favourites, Ian, are we? But you know, I think Atako might be one of ours. You know, but you know, it's like having no favourites with children, but you know, we love Atako. Everybody does.
I was gonna say, I think she's globally loved, little Taco. Yeah. And again, if you don't know Atako, you will in about a minute. She was battling some finger issues after the nationals, and she'd stepped away for a couple of months. She said to me that I told her just do sit-ups. Because I'm too lazy to do it myself, but I said, get that core strength. You can't train, but stay active. And I've seen her posting a bit of bouldering recently, and she said she was excited for this. So let's see.
All right.
She qualified in first for Queensland athletes.
And, you know, she does.
I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I do it every time.
I've got the sweaty hands going on.
I know. I do it every time.
But anyway, she does specialize a bit in lead, right? But strong in boulder. So, you know,
she's just got incredible beta and incredible flexibility, and that really pays into the lead game. Bouldering, sometimes there are those big dynamic moves, which unfortunately, her being 5'2.5", that it does impact her a little bit. But
that said, Brooke Rabbitoux and
just won again.
Yeah. I think she's 5 foot nothing. I think.
She's five foot no change. I was talking about it to the girls I lived with today, and I was saying that I love her, the little mini American, and I mean even Miho. There's not too many tall females on the scene at the moment other than Yanya.
Yeah. Well, Yanya's the GOAT, mate. I think she's the greatest competition climber ever.
Imagine if you were in her era now, every time you see that she's not in an event, the little I know that you want to go against the best to beat the best, but it must be a nice feeling when you turn up to a World Cup. It's, Yanya's not here. Here we go. Get my big boy chalk out.
Well, Atako in the corner, finding that little rest, and being quite smart here. Arrived here pretty quick fashion. With no fuss, so hopefully she's got some, a bit in the tank, Ian.
Well, I think her dad will probably be watching at home, and Mum will be there, and she's got good support system, and she's a nice, she's a really calm, she said she focused on her studies a bit this year, and she's just, this would be a nice thing for her to just take her mind off and climb. But really just, taking her time, finding her spots, finding a good clip here, doing it early.
Bit of a shout out from Ricky Rocks and Junko for Atako, so thanks for the shout out online, folks. Fabulous to have you on the live stream. So
look, she's going to go the other way. No Atako. I told you she just gets her on there, but this is it. Please, she's going to hip turn on it. Oh gosh, Atako.
Oh
my goodness me, Atako.
Well, there you go, folks. Sorry about that other move. I'll just skip it. I don't know if it was any easier, but she did it her way, and Frank Sinatra would be proud.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is. I mean, come on, Attack.
Well done.
Attack. Now she will walk up this wall. She actually looks very comfortable. Again, I don't want to say anything. Come on, Atako, please.
Now, not too far away from a high point here, though. So, only a few moves away.
Yeah.
Not really looking for the knee bar, which is which is
yeah.
probably not a bad thing, because getting into that knee bar might work for a rest, but getting out of it takes some effort on,
I
doesn't it?
think it's sort of like, yeah, like it'll take me just it's a high point.
Oh,
There's that flexible,
oh
come on, attack her.
wow. All right.
But
Hopefully.
that's it, but
All right.
will we see a top from the attack? She's gonna do it.
We love it. We love it. I'm going to say
Well, she's gonna take the play. It's a hand of just here. Oh,
that.
the crowd are going
That is
absolutely
Oh. Well, there you go.
I'm just gonna squeeze the face. Well done, Attacker. What a hero.
Oh, well done, Attacker. Well, that was fantastic. It just.
I mean, I love everyone, but yeah, obviously Tiana and Attacker are with them a little bit hard as well, but what an effort from everyone so far in this. But yeah, I mean, wow, that right foot just can't get it set.
Wasn't a great right foot, but she did keep state of mind here. Go for the plus.
She just
as well.
She could get no push off it.
Yeah.
So you saw she tries to press down on that right toe, gives her nothing, just sort of slid down the hold a bit.
Yeah. Well, we might hear from one of our other Climbing Anchors sponsors. Great to have them on board and supporting the live stream. There you go, folks. And fantastic. Big shout out to Crank Indoor Climbing. Absolutely amazing venue. Fantastic. If you haven't been down, pop on down and have a visit.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic venue. And, Ian, we couldn't do it without the venues. You and Crank and others, provide their venues for these competitions. So big shout out to the venue owners.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing we always say is it's a tax on the whole community. The route says the community, but the venues, we have to impact our membership base. It's a huge thing, and so well done to Crank for taking it, and hopefully we can see some support from the communities going and trying these climbs.
Absolutely. Well,
I see Big Sam,
our number one finisher in the qualifiers, and arguably in the driving seat here for this competition. I mean, if we were all his to win.
Yeah, if we were nationally ranking, you would say he's one of the top, 3 lead climbers in the country quite comfortably. The way we've seen him perform the last 2 years for a young man. And he was in the Olympic qualifiers. He was second to Campbell, who is now on the World Cup tour, about to hit the Olympics this year with Oceania. And like Sam's got massive mitts and an absolute reach. He's a beautiful route set as well. He set for a lot of these comps last year or the year before. He took time to set for a lot of the competitions, and that sort of insight in knowing how the routes are put together does help you as a climber.
And he's got quite a span by the look of it too. So
big reach, big hands.
Now that's really nice. That's a really nice angle. Seeing him coming around that corner. Just a fantastic shot there.
He shouldn't be allowed to climb with those baseball gloves on. It catches me. He's got the yellow Dragon. Well, they've just got an orange one.
Well, have a look at the angle of his ankle there. He's got a real sort of heel hook just cammed in there.
If my ankle's ever in that position, call me an ambulance. Because I can't twist.
Now he's locked into this section, but hasn't worked out how to unlock himself.
I think he's got to get. He's got to. He's not wanting to use that bad bib. There you go. I just saw I was just talking to someone about the new climbing shoes coming out. There's a big Stow push at the moment. There's the Mad Rock Shark 3 coming out. And Scarpa have done this.
Come on, Sam.
He's done the orange Traeger.
He was looking very... I was going to say, he was looking forward to there and really starting to struggle. That's a surprise.
So many people, that bad jib. It's just costing me. Yeah, don't be deflated, dude. Unlucky.
Well, he probably had a little bit left in the tank, and and again,
his left foot just can't set it. Adjust. And then the toe hook's just not there.
He lost. His right foot came away, and it really just he slipped off. Well, there you go. A little bit of route setting, a little bit of that's one shot.
Yeah,
it's a one-shot.
Competition. Really well done, my brother. Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, there'll be a countback, there'll be a check, there'll be some judges and peels and ketchup. It looks like Marlo Gilly is your champion, and now we're about to see the interstate machine that is Reveline. I didn't mean to make it rhyme.
There you go. No, you did well.
I've got a little bit of time.
You had to make up for the
Yogalicious. Yeah, I know.
No, all fantastic. Great to see people traveling. Maybe she's traveling for holidays or whatever, but I think that's fantastic. Interstate competition, pop by.
Well,
It brings a bit of spice
remember
to.
last year's
Yeah.
States, we had the American, didn't we?
We
Who
did.
was over as well,
Yep.
and she jumped in.
Yep.
So it's really great. Like, all these competitions just give experience in their build-up, in their training, and she's young, so it'd be a good experience for her. But straight to work, so to speak.
No knocking around. Yep. And very efficient clipping as well.
To qualify with 2 tops, the only person to top the second climb in the female division of qualifying this morning. So she put a benchmark down
by a long way too.
Yeah.
100%. But let's see again. That was the same. Just a moment ago for Sam.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's all to play for him.
That's why we love competition. It's you have favorites. The bookies' favorite, as they say, but they don't always win. As we've just seen with Marlow. What a performance! To be fair, Marlow, the way he climbed, he deserved to come away.
He climbed absolutely fantastically efficient, precise, and just came away with the win.
And Raveline looks. She looks to be.
Doesn't even look like she's puffing at all yet. So we shall see. This is where the rubber meets the road, though. Let's face it. Turning the corner and getting into the head wall, it starts to get a little bit more spicy.
We've raced through the 16 of them, haven't we? This is your final climber.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing with lead. Sometimes it could take 6 minutes for everyone, or take 60 seconds, and
so she's not going to do the Ataco beta, that's for sure.
That Ataco beta was just amazing.
Yeah, it was worthy.
Now this is it where she's just real.
No.
Okay.
She wants at home outdo Ataco maybe perhaps. Wow. Yes, Raveline, do something incredible.
Well,
drop down. I think your beta is. I mean, yours is the smart call. This lower foot. Ataco clipped early as well, which took the pressure off.
Yeah.
Ataco hit the clip here on her hip.
What is she doing? And this is the thing, right? Just Sam,
if you just misread something, or you get yourself in a tough spot, so she's now thinking it's more complex of a move. Raveline. Hey, unbelievable qualifying performance.
Well done, Raveline.
Well done.
And you can see the disappointment on her face, but qualifying in first and making it into the finals, well done.
I mean, what is next? Don't be disheartened. Got Callum on the cam there, running around getting the good shots.
Now, just again, sometimes in that competition setting, you do, and one of the things is, they came out, I don't know, an hour and a half ago for viewing, and then you've got to remember the stuff in your mind.
That's the thing about going last, like you say, because you come out, you've got your processes, and you talk to a lot of the athletes. You have your routine, so every competition you're more comfortable.
Yeah.
But one of the things, if you've been 45 minutes an hour since you actually look to the climb, you might forget that.
Yeah.
I was interested to see how Ataco read it. That was on my mind.
And maybe we might get a few little replay highlights a little bit later on, folks. But there you go. Here is the what we would say the provisional, Ian. There is time, usually about 10 minutes for appeals and other bits and pieces. But right now, quite convincingly, Marlow 28 plus. What a fantastic. And we've got Louis and Alexander there in second and third at this moment in time. So well done, Marlow, Louis, Alexander, and well done to everybody in the comp. But I don't know if the females have been updated, but Ataco 32 plus, very nice competition scoring. Kate not too far behind and clear. So there you go. There is the provisional winners of the Open A lead finals here. 2024 in Queensland, folks, as you go.
Yeah.
But
I mean, what a performance! But Ataco, that was sensational to see that incredible, unique one-off beta for the ages, right?
Yeah, well, folks, hang around. There will be about 10 or 15 minutes of appeals, and then we'll be back for some of the ceremonies and the awards, and we might even see some highlights in the meantime, folks.
Absolutely.
So there you go. So here you go, folks. Don't go away. We'll be back soon with the ceremonies and awards. All right, there you go, folks. We're almost there. We've almost got the presentations and podiums, Ian. But, fantastic day of competition.
Oh, yeah.
The best of the best in Queensland showed up and threw it down.
It goes past so quickly, like I was just saying, we got here and we were excited, and then just seen action non-stop for an hour and a half, and now we've got some champions.
Yeah, there we do.
What an event.
So why don't we have a quick look at the scoreboard right now, folks? I think the scoreboard's pretty well set and done and dusted. The appeals are over. I'm glad you were here, Ian.
Yeah.
I would have.
Well, yeah, you helped me out on most things. So yeah.
No, good one. Well, it's official, folks. At this point in time, Marlo taking out first spot with 28 plus, and Louis and Alexander with 20 and 22. Now, Marlo, pretty significant win there, so that's fantastic. Well done.
Phenomenal. And, really, he should be so proud of that. Everybody, well done. I mean, this is to make the top 8 alone. To compete, you deserve a pat on the back. To make the top 8, phenomenal effort. And, well done to all of you. And, your podium. It's good to see, Alex and Louis and two of the slightly shorter powerhouses making the podium as well. And then well done to Marlo, a well-deserved win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a big shout out to the rooters and how, like you said, the finishers, especially for the top sort of 3 to 5, were not around the same hold. And that's sometimes quite a challenging thing for the root setters to get right. It's never easy.
I mean, some incredible experience. You got Cosgrove there, an ex-World Cup climber himself.
Yep.
Urban Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitch, who's set for pretty much everything. And then Carly, so well known, and that's just 3 of them. And then we had I think Peter and Emily as well. Like, what a team! So well done to them, and thanks for shedding your skin for us.
Absolutely. Well, the Open A female lead finalists, Atako, Kate, and Clea, and again, 2 or 3 points and holds, splitting the field there, and Atako pulling that absolutely fantastic, crazy maneuver around that, the changing corners.
Move of the weekend. Yeah, that is going to be hard to be beaten. Incredible. What an effort from her. She looked so composed throughout. It was just that final. She was there for the top. It was just that right toe at the end, but really excellent. Kate, great to see her back in the swing of these comps, and Cleo, as always, just gives 110%, and well done for taking another podium.
Not to discount any of the other competitors, one slip, one little sort of misreading and roots, and if they wouldn't have had that, they would have been right up there too. So that's it. It's
and the female climb definitely had a heavier crux move. That hold number 20 where a lot of them went, or 15. Sorry, that was we saw a lot of athletes around that move. It was very tricky. Even Raveline, who qualified so superbly, it stumped her. So well done to everyone. It was good effort from all of you, and we'll see you at the next one, for them. But let's we've got to crown these champions.
Well, it's not finished yet, so we might go back to the gym, folks. The podiums and presentations starting real soon, and then Ian and I'll come back to you. Don't go away.
K2 Base Camp Open Lead titles hosted at Crank. We are about to begin our presentations for Open A male and Open A female lead. Susan, are you going to speak first?
Yes, before podiums, yeah.
All right, before we bring up our winners, I'd like to hand over to our jury president, Susan, to say a few words.
Thanks, Tim. All right, I just want to say what an event this was. Well, I thought it was amazing. Now, I've got quite a few thank yous to go through, so please bear with me. Right, let's start off with our main sponsor, K2 Base Camp. Thank you so much for being our main sponsor. Couldn't do it without you. We've got heaps and heaps of supporting sponsors, so let me just go through a few of those. We've got Petzl, Climbing Anchors, Physio Cream, Climbing Gems, Pinnacle Sports, Stacks, Sowell, Happy Beaner, Crux, Whipper, and finally Edelrid. Now Edelrid is also, they're our sponsors for our Queensland state team, so big round of applause for all of our sponsors. Thank you. Where are we? We're at Crank. Couldn't have done it without their support and the venue itself, so big round of applause for Crank Climbing. And a few introductions now, our route setters. How amazing. We're going to bring them all up here so we can give them a good big thanks. We've got Mitch, Emily, Peter and Cosro. And of course yesterday, Carly. Carly flew up from Sydney to be our head route setter for the para category. So thank you so much. Amazing job, great team. We'll see you all again. Thank you. And our event director, Michael, thank you so much. Our head belayer, Scott, he's already gone home, but thank you, Scott, for everything. My head judge, Charmaine, thank you so much. She's amazing to work with. Our MC, Mike, our MC, Tim. I'm on the mic. MC Tim, thank you. And of course our live stream, who's looking at me right now. Positive Studios, thank you. You do an amazing job. And we've got a couple more, the behind the scenes people. We've got Guy, we've got Peter, and we've got Ben. Thank you. You guys are a great help. But of course, the biggest one of all is all of our volunteers. I know we pull on you every year to come and give us a hand, but from our judges to belayers, ISO officials, we couldn't do it without you. Photographers, but of course our competitors, it wouldn't be a comp without all of you. So thank you so much. It's been amazing. So the next event, we now head on to our youth. So we will be 17th and 18th of August, venue to be confirmed, but we'll be kicking off our youth lead. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Susan. And we can have a round of applause for Susan, please, as our jury president, always working tirelessly behind the scenes there. Okay, well, I'd now like to invite out Bam from K2 to help present the prizes and medals for our Open A finalists. And we're going to start off with Open A male today. They climbed first. And so, in third place in Open A male, we have Alexander Shavosky. In second place, we have Louis Fichos. And that means your Queensland champion for 2024 in Open A male lead is Marlo Gilliadou. Let's give it up one more time for our Queensland podium for Open A male lead. Okay, so that means now it's time to announce the results for Open A female. And in third place, can you please put your hands together for Clear Hall? Congratulations, Clear. And in second place, can you please welcome Kate Mendel? Congratulations, Kate. And that means your 2024 Queensland champion for Open A lead female is Atako Nakamura! Let's put our hands together for the Queensland podium. So everyone, a fantastic event there. Thank you very much for coming along to the K2 Base Camp Open Lead titles. We look forward to seeing you all at the lead titles. Thank you again to all those volunteers, all the spectators, and of course all the athletes. We can't wait to see you at the next event. Please drive safe, and thank you to Crank for hosting.
Podium, and mate, fantastic to have you in the studio with me today. The commentary, where we've had a good time.
No, it's been a great day actually watching it, and shout out to Tim, the MC there, always a hero. And no, it's nice. It's good to see the camaraderie between the athletes, and a little feel-good Sunday we've had, Jess. Yeah, I've liked it.
Absolutely, mate. Well, thank you for being here today, mate, and also for you guys joining us at home on KO and YouTube. Thank you for joining the competition and the live stream. Listen, folks, big shout out to all those volunteers, all the competitors, Crank Indoor Climbing, anyone who is involved getting this competition off the ground. We couldn't do it without you. So there you go, folks. Done and dusted. That's it from myself and Ian. Thanks for joining. Take care, folks, and see you at the next one. But bye for now.
Goodbye for now.